I want to talk about this bottom lane. Warlock's just opened up with Fatal Bomb to try and bring down these Eidolons, which is actually going to work. Quite annoying. Planet is going to go ahead and toss away the Warlock, get him in the other side of the lane, I suppose. But at the end of the day, it is still an Enigma who will just die these creeps. And that is something you have to be very careful of.
Yeah, every 60 seconds. This ability has been nerfed into the ground time and time again, Ricky. Mana conversion ain't the same it used to be. So yeah, you can die a little bit of CS, but you have to keep in mind that you're creating CS and you're doing it so unoften that it doesn't really hurt for Warlock or Erica to like try to commit running these Eidolons. So I'm so convinced it's going to be super useful. In fact, yeah, they just Fatal Bonds as soon as the Eidolons come out so they can clear these things even easier. I like what he's doing here.
He might get the split off, actually, which will dispel it, which, yeah, there it goes. But it doesn't split. What? How does that even work? It, like, ran it on two of them, but it dispelled it off of a different one. I don't know.
Isn't nature beautiful?
It is.
A game working exactly as intended.
Plan did a good job of just body blocking the easy camp on cooldown, making sure that Warlock does not have pull. And this will allow them to just hold the equilibrium of the lane back. You know, that's the whole idea, right? Keep this back, don't let Erica free farm, and Zeal will be able to just continue deny. Whoa, I know with a toss, so send Warlock into the Karib again. That was quite funny.
And he tries to walk at him. Unfortunately, Shadow Words, especially at level 1, aren't going to do too much to harass Planet here. And he's like one of the highest base strength / base HP heroes in the game. And though he's got zero armor, so.
You got the pull.
Yep.
Pull. Toss.
You're getting too excited.
Toying with them. I feel like this is where the exciting lane's going to be, because there's not much else happening.
Unfortunately for you, Rick, neither of these lanes are exciting. Mid-lane matchup would be if water runes were not a thing, but unfortunately, no. The bottles get filled up. Everybody's HP is always topped up. Up in the top lane, probably not until you hit level 3 on Earth Spirit we can see too much action. I might be wrong about that, but DZQ is an incredibly weak laner on this Assassin. 2 points Boulder Smash, I think, is where Shiro just gets run at by Yang, but even then, he might just be able to teleport out and get on top of him.
He's gonna go for it. And he forces the DP.
Yes, and he just teleports out.
Yeah, that's fine. That's expected. Each Prophet does that, and oh, look! The exciting lane now.
Yeah. I was incorrect. Our observer was a genius, though, and he followed the correct place. Yeah, to find the Warlock getting taken out there, run out by the Eidolons and Malefice there from Zeal.
Once you have the level 2 Eidolons, if those things split, you can't actually contest them. It is really scary.
I'd like to point out, by the way, this Enigma is going for a very, very early Vladimir's offering, probably right back totem.
I like it. We talked about the Warlock existing, making it really difficult for you to land with black holes, so I as well kind of play it like a Beastmaster almost, which is basically, you know, just get the ability to split push, and the Eidolons push very fast in the lane.
Yeah, I mean, the Vladimir offering barely speeds that one out, but the Brave Back Totem is going to be a pretty big deal. He just got the Vladimir's kit for now, but he's going for this 4-hit boots. I'm a little bit concerned about them simply running it down in this lane if they didn't have the tiny hitting him.
Yeah.
And, you know, thankfully he is there. I can toss him away if they try to run him Avalanche to try to slow them down. This build is kind of insane. I mean, just to see if this works. We've seen the solutions that on pause 5 Enigmas. It's like trying to contribute something with the effect like you mentioned.
Oh, Avalanche toss. They've got Erica underneath the bottom tower, but top lane, you're right, they trade 1 for 1. Oh my god, Erica's actually going to live.
Well, they do not have detection for this man, and they cannot wake him up.
Oh, toss in 3, 2, wait a minute. Yeah, he's asleep. Oh, but there's an Nature's Prophet, maybe? Erica.
I mean, the Nature's Prophet also doesn't have detection.
Oh,
he's just causing the panic.
Oh god. Okay, there's the next coming. There's the next coming. He's got a sentry. There it is. They've got him. You can only get away with this for so long.
Well, I mean, Space created something. 3 heroes are down the bottom lane. Unfortunately, unfortunately, I think they are going to be able to move back over here to the mid lane in time for the 6-minute runes.
Typically, Space Created works if it's support, not so much if it's your core. Because you're also just like losing the space you're creating.
You know, they hit that copium real quick.
How's that pace?
Pretty good. And,
meanwhile, playing Enigma's top net worth, doubters, where?
I mean, we knew that he was going to have a good lane. We've no doubt about that. Just not sure how much of ability he's going to have into these heroes once Warlock has his ultimate and he has Black Hole. Like, off of cooldown, this golem is going to be his day with the Black Hole.
Vlads! Is this the fastest Vlads? I feel like this has to be like one of the fastest Vlads ever.
I am certain that there has been Beastmasters that have completed this one quicker than him.
Beastmasters usually always go the hell for the Dominator, right?
I've seen them go for Vladimir's offering first, I think a couple of times before the Helm Dom. I think it was against like a Doom.
Radiant's middle tower is
lane by breaking out. Shiro will go down. Nice rotation from XM. Echo even comes in here as well, but you can't kill any of these heroes by himself. This is my worry about this Nation's Prophet, man. He doesn't really win this lane.
Echo into the zeal.
He does. There's the avalanche zeal. He's thinking about it. He doesn't get in range though. Had to pop the mango to do so. I mean, he wanted to go for the 2-hero black hole. He's gonna regret not just letting it rip. But with that, Erica is now out of the lane.
Okay, over here in the mid lane, Echo is trying to set up onto XM. Unfortunately, XM is throwing out in the illusion. He was trying to win him anyways, but not enough damage just got off. We're hoping that he gets on the shield there.
Bottom lane, the dive there. Zeal ends up finishing off it. Who's going to be top? He ends up losing the 50-50, and XM's going to follow a regen. Echo got the RNG last game. This time it's going the way of XM. And that's bottom tier 1. Got it.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Right back to hard as well. The damage and extra 6 of Vlad's offering, and again, the right back totem is almost done. He is now 100 gold away. At this point, he's just going to show up fights. In fact, I'm pretty sure he should try to drop a black hole in the stump before we hit the 10-minute mark, where the world will be able to get the tome and get his golem.
Yeah, honestly, he might just. Oh, excuse me. Listen, he might just like hold the right to just like push with, honestly. Because you can threaten tier 2 bottom with the Wraith Pact and Idle once.
Yeah. I mean, here on Warlock, and if Zen does become pretty easy for Rock to turn things around on you. Fight to kill. Oh, speaking of Bucky, actually, one of the voice spirit.
Yeah, they go, he ends up kicking outside of the corner. He's gonna live with this. He's got a stick. Buffs it. Never mind. He's dying anyway. This crowd comes in. Zeal with 3 heroes. Caught in the black hole for the damage. And he needs to come in from John. Able to pull up the X. And able to John. ZZQ off the mark with the Impale. He only gets the Razor. 1 for 1. Big rotations in from EHOME. Do not find their big kills.
Yeah, unfortunate that Yennefer's losing the voice there. They chained those things up perfect. Oh, not quite perfect. There's a little bit of overlap there, but you know, and coil off onto the waiting grip, and then after that happens, he hit him with the grip. So you're stuck disabled for nearly 10 seconds there on the void field. You're not able to fall. Simulator absolutely got no get away. Right. Zeal didn't get the opportunity to like super clutch black hole off. I wanted to see him like for the several heroes. Now it has ultimate available, so I'm pretty sure he just holds this from now on, like sitting super far back in these team fights and dropping this on Zeal anytime he sees him getting in position. They come out.
Alright.
That's one of the map things. Continue to be pretty slow. This is going to be boring for a while, probably up until Razor gets his BKB. Erica's even like moving over here into the Ancients to farm these as safely as possible. I would like to see Shiro to put pressure on towers in order to punish VC for playing kind of defensive here. But I don't imagine he moves over to like no one XM to try to kill off on him. Oh, slow gameplay. Back top lane.
Beautiful initiation there from the next assassin, catching him with that spike carapace. Planet is level 7 on this tiny right now. He's doing work.
Yeah. Man, big.
Speaking of big, Erica got a big ancient stack right now.
Yeah. It's hard to clear these things out ever since like damage reduction per target, but we still get it done. There's almost with the Dragon Lance as well, so extra stats. I think they imagine you have to try to play a little bit faster. Would you say the late game favorites here? VC super late, we got Razor TA.
I think Razor actually becomes one of the most difficult heroes for specifically like he has like Ag's refresher and like takes out a little bit more. He doesn't like iron black hole, he just like kills the entire side of so see if Warlock Golden comes out, oil trapping 2 in place. ZQ able to get the Impale off, but he's and fast he's just not gonna get it. Not here in time. The puck falls. 2 pick off there for VG, and I'm pretty sad about that one.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, but they do clear the Warlock Golem for that one. It is cleared for 150 seconds. It gives Enigma a pretty big whiz. Okay, Zeal came up with Blink Dagger immediately after that thing went on cooldown, like out in the middle of talking right there. Unfortunately, by the time to get done, I'm pretty sure Warlock Golem is off cooldown. Hopefully he changes his mind again. He's a pretty good thing to interrupt at the time he's got it.
Top tower is under attack.
But he does have like a 2-minute window at the moment where he can just drop Black Hole totally and not have to interrupt him so easily.
Just smoked in the mid lane. Still trying to mid tower. He's got the Eidolon going. He's got his Wraith Pact as well.
Oh, what if they walk right into them?
Yeah, that's not the catch, but you definitely take it. The character's able to just chain stun him down. ZZQ grabs it. Meanwhile, Kiro's rotation mid lane off the treants. I mean, this Wraith Pact now, when you factor in the Nature's Call, actually quite good. Mark, they're looking for XM on the puck. We'll find it.
Oh yeah, speaking of Aaron, this is the Vladimir's offering that you were talking about. This is the second fastest Vladimir of all time, and the fastest on the patch. But it wasn't even close to the fastest time. Apparently, it isn't beaten that by a lot of people by like a minute plus.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's the fastest Wraith Pact by far, though. It's the fastest Wraith Pact, and maybe more fastest Wraith Pact in general.
I think of time, it's just Wraith Pact.
In general, oh my god.
If he didn't go like anything else, he just ripped.
Yeah, refs just paused through.
And he's powerful. That's it. One tower down to the mid lane. 2k gold lead here from EHOME as they continue to access. Coral does come out in the jungle. They managed to find Echo once again. 26 charges to work, so just have to assimilate. Might get out, XM. And they actually find him. Gablin pops off into the black hole boot. Planet, man. Finding the big setup there on this tiny once again.
Hesitated for half a moment there. I was a little bit worried the Puckman might be able to get out of that, but this man said to clean him up. You might as well drop it there when the Warlock Golem was on cooldown elsewhere. It does come back up now. It was fairly close before that team fight, but it was all the motivation he needed to just drop that on him.
Force additional TPs in the bottom lane, and EHOME. They're gonna stick around here. I mean, they don't have Black Hole, but if they manage to find one of these heroes, none of them have BKB. Yang can't really go into his jungle right now.
I don't think they're gonna walk up into here as long as they know that the enemies continue to remain around their jungle. They see on their side, mark the triangle.
They're gonna go in. Well, it's found. Silence is there, but Zeal's on the high ground. Let's see if he can get the goal across though. Gonna be able to jump into the backside. No, he's just gonna be able to save for the moment, but Zeal needs help and fast. Is he gonna get it? Erica with the will finish him up. They do trade though. It is 3-for-1 favoring the side of EHOME, but he's just gonna fly back in here on Surface Spirit, trying to do the work. It's a 3-euro coil from XM doing what the great part is owning planet. The avalanche comes through. They found the Earth Spirit and found it by the side of EHOME. He is dead. An instant dive back, and XM has to bail.
Genuinely surprised that she would decide to take that. Again, Templar Assassin is safely farming the triangle elsewhere. Maybe you think, okay, they've committed to this black hole. We've got gold available. We definitely want to take the fight into this, but there's very little reason to, given how much you don't have the game. Taking a team fight like that on your side of the map, while Templar Assassins continue to work towards their next item. I'm very happy about that at the end here on EHOME. You continue to pressure all these lanes in.
Oh yeah.
And Erica certainly isn't ready to fight yet. Like, she's gone blinked, I gotta get on top of these heroes a little bit faster, but you're starting to have damage use.
Now you have, and like, you're in tower issues exactly. They just profit in an Enigma who have so many summons to apply the pressure on the map. And Shiro gets the bottom tower. Yeah, the shark gets delivered as well. It's only going to be a matter of time before you've got no map left.
Yeah, that time is going to soon.
Yeah. Has his blink on Tiny. The fact that he hasn't had it right up until now even is kind of shocking, considering how good, how like insane the plays he's made are.
Yep.
Back over the DD and the There's smoke.
They're going into this blind.
Yeah, XM can pop the smoke.
Radiant's career has been slain.
Very ambitious going into that. They have why have they even...
This is a value sentry. Double sentry and the ward. Oh, that's about as good as it gets. Oh no, they caught Erica. The chain's under there without the next assassin, and he is dead. Blame for deal from Planet. Oh no.
Yeah, that's worst case scenario. The one year that you absolutely cannot afford to lose. And this set up shop here on the enemy team triangle, they're already taking the tier 2 down the bottom lane. This is now being shoved in by like trades and greater trades. And I imagine they just like top and mid waves, pushing the tier 1 and 2 towers here. Hell, they're not going to do that. They're push into Roshan.
No, why not? You got all these summons.
And look at all the information.
I thought he might drop the pick just to help do the Roach, but mid lane, trying to figure out what this hand does come out, so they know that this is happening. And with that knowledge, it might be able to find him. Duke comes in, able to perfect smoke XM. Well, they're going to join the fight here, and the Spike Characters will stun up the Razor's field. He's ready to go. This thing here, avalanche, but Enigma, the perfect slowed up the black hole available. He's looking for his partner. He hasn't found no core yet to take down the next assassin, and Echo, so he's going to go down second here. Continue to chase here on Enigma. Buyback on the next assassin. He wants the game to hold getting down the Spike Carapace into the kill. But the right pick from Shiro will be able to find that kill, and that's the big one. Major, no flyback available to Roshan. It's low, but a lot of fellas coming now. VG Gaming.
These heroes will get topped back up relatively quickly next time. Warlock just spamming a word on them, so they're not out of the fight here. But no ultimates available. You're still fighting in black hole. You don't have the Razor. Once he does get back up, he starts to for like 20 seconds after that. You can't fight into this anymore. I don't. You fight into this, you end up losing it. The game is just over.
Jama's gonna go for it, I think.
I am hoping they don't.
Jama,
the odds of success here are way too
low anyway. It's yeah.
Into the dire.
There it is. Just go to the Nature's Prophet. First Roach of the game. 8-15, a 7,000 gold lead here at this mark. Ooh, Planet was looking for the puck in the mid lane, but it's Johns, of course, playing on edge.
Yeah.
Now we have, oh Oh yeah, I was just about to talk about the nature of it. So let's see, this is what we were talking about in drafts. Is like Shiro has to pop off. He has to become very, very strong, very farmed. He's got his Witchblade, he's got his BKB, he's got an AC. He just needs to take the damage for his team. If he can do that, after ACI, you just panic, honestly. But we'll see. How he is really, really, really scary.
Tower is under attack.
He's making quick of this tier tower up in the top lane. 4 or 5 available, so he can buy himself a little bit of
Radiant's top tower has
time if they remember to do it. Now, what can you do? You've got other things you're worrying about right now. Yeah.
Oh, it's easy Q. There's the impale jump from Echo, and Shiro joining the fray. He goes down. Man, this Nyx assassin. I said it in the last series, you cannot give Nyx the EHOME. They're too good at playing around this hero.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
If they lose more than half the HP up to this top tier 2 as well, all that's going down, being shoved in by the catapults and then the dreams.
Dire's bottom tower is
It's
going to be like 15%.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
A nice toss from Planet, no buyback available, and now his tier 2 instead will fall. It's all
fortify for this as well. They could just walk to the high ground.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I don't know if they can, but I mean, they sub-baited for 3 minutes. If Planet finds a good comeback target, they're looking really good. They're actually seeing. There's a warp there that's out, so he needs to be very careful here on the Ranger. Planet Avalanche, toss back, and they bring it down. The BKB comes out immediately. And that is what they wanted. Planet's gonna pay for this one.
I
mean, that's enough. Getting him to commit his BKB there. He can knock fight outside their base now. This Razor just gets blown up if he tries to walk into you.
We're just gonna slowly chip the melee.
That's the idol. They cut down the great advance about the spawn. They can't do a damn thing about this. They
kicked in aggressively. But Echo, he's got the extra on the backside. There's the gold. That's the green light. Zeal. Black hole pretty much anyone. He's looking at the Razor, thinking about it. Trying to just keep this one out for now. Sure pumps BKB. Echo jumps over. He gets the Zeal. He's surrounded, but he gets the black hole. It's onto the puck. He gets the silent out from Alma, but is it going to be enough to fight? As it comes in, he gets the sick mouse fight. Able to bring down the Enigma. Echo falling low. Astral steps over, but the puck is there waiting. 3 heroes dead on EHOME. They got the melee barracks. A little bit too much greed.
Yeah. I didn't think there was a way they'd be able to fight into them there, but Silences ends up interrupting the black hole, but halfway through. You can never really approach the fight there in Enigma. It was green light, but it was him, crossing streets where irresponsible drivers are, despite the green light.
I see. Yeah, he needs a BKB at some point in this game, and said he's just blown out the book dagger and queued up a BKB after that, so it will be coming eventually.
They do manage to take the melee racks in the middle of the last fight, which is exactly what they wanted, to stick around long enough to get that. The mid lane is going to be shipping in naturally, and with this constant rat mode coming out from Shiro here. He doesn't get any easier. In fact, it gets quite a bit harder once he gets the assault crops that he's working on now.
Yeah. He's getting really close. At the top of it, he only lost 8 last fight. He didn't actually die, so he still got that face to continue farming. They didn't get the gold bounty for killing him. And he is feeling very strong right now.
That is an interesting voice line there by Enigma.
Was it? Silence is golden.
Is it something about treasure?
Oh, when he got the arcane rune?
Yeah.
It was something when he picked up the arcane rune, I just didn't hear it. I wasn't paying attention to it.
Okay. So they got a foothold back into this if they've won a single team fight now. They're still missing some very important items. Yang was on his refresher orb right now. Erica, you have a Desolator, but you're still working on... You're so far away from your BKB. You're currently working on a Hurricane Pike still.
Yeah, this Yang has a lot of items to deal with this Nature's Prophet, because you can just get sprouted, and that feels pretty bad. So... see what ends up happening. Speaking of big items, though, Echo just finished up his Aghanim Scepter. So you do have that AoE silence now coming in from Holy Secret Planet. So done for that side, he gets Erica. Oh no, the toss on over to 2 Hero Silent. Zeal's gonna be able to chase them down the TA. The coil will catch him, but the only guy gets out. CZQ just TPs. Oh no, I thought he might Nyx, but they end up not even getting that. Avalanche manages to find the puck, he can't jump. He's stuck, looking for Warlock as well. Zeal and try and punish the tree toss on over. Planet helps find the kill. 3 heroes teaming. And Lane's pushing in.
This griefed. Zeal just griefed Planet there. He's taking damage for the creeps. And so the fate bonds kept interrupting his blink there. He wasn't able to get the puck field. Yeah. Not that important, though. Super Sick plays it, stopping the puck to be able to get in and out of that fight. Echo and defending the Yule Cryptor aggressive. When the feeling stopping with John. Don't do the Avalanche.
The Avalanche silence those cats a tiny, though. They're gonna jump from the backside. They find out